God day, gods and goddesses. I am Elegant Soul Food Consecrated Nature Baby. Stopping through with a dearly departed message. Let's talk about trauma. Let's talk about the trauma of losing loved ones. Let's talk about the number of mass losses that people may be experiencing. You know, if you follow my videos, you've seen, I've told you, I've gone to 15 funerals in 1 year. And that wasn't everybody. That was just how many I went to in 1 year. So, since the pandemic, I can honestly say, regardless to why these transitions are happening, I can honestly say these transitions have been happening in multiples and multiples and multiples. So I want to draw some energy for our hearts, mind, body, souls, and spirits. Maybe not even spirit, in regards to the multiple losses and the trauma of dealing with multiple losses. This is compounded. I was at the graveyard looking for a recently dearly departed person. We knew where it was, but we were so overwhelmed that I said, let me just go in the office and double check, right? Because I know we're in the right place, but let's just get the specific location so we'll have this map so we'll know. I go into the office talking to one of the owners of the company. She said her family had owned this business, the cemetery business, had been in the cemetery business for decades. She was talking about going to get some therapy. She said that there's no way I should be on a first name basis with so many people, but it's just been that many transitions. And then she talked about the ages of the people, that have been transitioning. And I recall before I went into the office, I'm looking at the people and the ages, and I'm just like looking for people, seeing people I hadn't seen in a long time. I'm like that. So, say all I have to say, that was compounded by just being in the IT store and talking to the person that was working on my PC when I was trying to finish graduate school. I'm like, this computer must make it. I refuse to buy another one. And having him say the same thing, and that people that were coming in to get services were saying the exact same thing. So this is compounded across the nation, right? So I just wanted to draw some energy, some dearly departed energy, some love energy for those of us that are still here in the matrix and our dearly departeds have gone on. Just want to draw some energy for the trauma and dealing with the trauma. Whether it's real or perceived, it's trauma nonetheless, right? Because your spiritual mind knows what sometimes your mind doesn't want to accept, right? So, asking for dearly departed messages to assist us that are still here dealing with the trauma of multiple transitions. First card, we are so connected. Spirit never dies. Your soul is here for the school so it can expand. Your mind is part of your physical experience. Your soul is part of your physical. It's kind of like the in-between, where it's like your mind, your soul is in between, then spirit is God, right? Spirit is eternal. So your soul is here to expand. Your mind is dealing with the expansion, and your spirit is God, right? So we are so connected because love never dies. Love is the one thing that will reside in your spirit and continue to float on. And as we keep these people's life and names lifted up forever and evermore, as long as we reside, we're always connected, and that love is always there. The only difference is the form of the way the love is being expressed. You better know that. All right, we are so connected. I watch over you every day. I know my parents watch me sometimes. I know my parents watch me. I just talk to him. Let's talk to him. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. This card keeps coming up, and I feel that the choice of choosing love and the ability to understand what healthy love is something that keeps coming up. Choose love. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. Choose love. Choose love. Choose love. I can't say that enough. Choose love. Choose love. What's the most kind, loving, compassionate act that I could have with my mouth at this moment? A lot of people won't stop, and a lot of people don't think before they speak. I'll do one more from here. We're going to switch decks. There it is. Pause to... I have a new understanding. The way God was introduced to us here and the way things really are, I've often said, how could God be reduced to 567 pages in a book? That God is living, breathing, and all-knowing and omnipresent, so how could it be limited to a book? Now, while I believe that that's a God, I do not believe that is the end-all and be-all of God. You want to unfollow me for that? Fine. I have a new understanding. I know you do. I know the dearly departed on the other side have a whole new understanding, because you can be in more than one place at the same time. You have a feeling of love that you can't even put into human words. This is based off documentaries I watched. Again, remember, I'm an end-of-life doula, so I study death. And I have a new understanding. I have dreamed about dearly departed and talked to a relative who had a dream about the same dearly departed at the same time that I was dreaming about him, the same day, same morning, same time frame. So how can you say that this isn't a new understanding? I totally believe it. I just hope you get your own understanding so you can understand and appreciate the message. I send you loving signs through nature. Spend time in nature. Spend time in nature. I send you loving signs through nature. I receive mine. I hope you are receiving yours. Next. Talk about the trauma. Firstly, love yourself. Your existence is a beautiful blessing. Know how deeply in love with your own self. Know how to deeply in love with your own self. You have a place to belong. You have a place to belong. People to vibe with, and will finally blossom to your best version. Firstly, love yourself. So I'm getting that while you're focusing and emphasizing on the dearly departed that have left, there needs to be a healthy amount of energy to firstly love yourself. And that better understanding and loving yourself is going to help you better understand how that transition has only changed form, but the love is still there. And loving yourself is the key to that. Wow. The number 33, this is the sign of highly vibrating transformation. You now have the courage to work out your creativity and self-expression with no doubts. So what I'm getting is that to firstly love yourself and blossom to be the best version of yourself. And as that happens, your vibration in your transformation, you have the courage to work out the creativity and self-expression that you need to have. Earth is a school. So you need to work out your own self-expression with no doubts. Giving all your energy to the trauma is not going to give you the most fulfillment that you need to be in this life, in this earth school. So I'm getting... And this last deck we're going to pop with. We will assist you in helping the important people in your life use love. We keep getting this use love. Work on yourself. Love yourself. Work on your own creativity, expression, your self-expression with no doubts. Using love with no doubt. Don't let your past trauma hinder you from using and expressing the love. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Be honest. Oh, be kind. Be loving. That was too many cards. Guess that's it. It jumped straight out. Like, changes can bring you new life and energy. We will hold your hand. Changes will bring you new life and energy. We will hold your hand. So, if we take these messages from top to bottom, and I ask for some messages about the trauma of losing so many people, right? Take them from top to bottom. We are so connected. I watch over you every day. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. Be loving in all your ways, actions, and thoughts. The newly departed have a new understanding. They send us loving signs through nature, say asking you to dwell in nature and to pay attention to nature wherever you may find it. It could just be a greenway on a busy street. If there's a greenway, pay attention to the nature. God dwells in nature. Everything in nature is doing what it was created to do in perfect praise with no agenda, no expectations. That's where you're going to find your messages. Love yourself and blossom to your best version. Then act on your courage to work through your creativity and self-expression with no doubts. Love yourself. Don't doubt yourself. They're going to assist you in helping the important people in your life. Use love. Changes can bring new life and energy. We will hold your hand. So from the transitioning departed, they're saying after they're gone in the physical, in the spirit, they're still there. The love is still there to work on yourself, to get into nature, work on yourself, get into your creative space, help people that are important to you, and accept the change. You can say that their life left a void, or you can say that their life left me changing. Every time you breathe, you're changing. Every time you breathe, you have an opportunity to have a new life, right? So changes can bring you new life and energy, new frequency. The frequency of them being out of the physical realm, out of the matrix, and in the spiritual realm. They will hold your hand. I hope this lifts you. I hope this motivates you. I hope you go get it and go get it in love. And until next time, I am Elegant Soul Food, the consecrated nature baby. And you can't tell me I am not the grandbaby of two people that never had kids while they were on earth. And that is Zora Neale Hurston and Carver. Oh, what's his name? Carver. The guy that made the peanut. One of the things he did was peanut. What's his name? George Washington Carver and Zora Neale Hurston. You can't tell me I'm not descendants of them. I'm going to start channeling them because I appreciate them so much. Anywho, I hope this message has found you well. And I love you until next time. Peace and blessings.